When the CEO said, "My son needs your office," I said, "Sure thing," and quietly shifted to working from home. Permanently. A week later, he finally realized I wasn't coming back. I still remember the gut-wrenching feeling when my CEO, a man who rarely graced our floor, walked into my office that Tuesday morning. I knew instantly that everything I'd fought for was about to be snatched away, not because I failed, but because his entitled son needed a fancy new toy. Lawrence Fitzpatrick, in a perfectly tailored navy suit that probably cost more than my entire apartment, stood in my doorway. He didn't wait for an answer when he asked, "Got a minute?" He just stepped in, closing the door behind him. For 6 years, I'd poured my heart and soul into Harrington and Associates. I'd clawed my way up from a junior analyst to a senior project manager, earning that corner office with the floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking downtown Austin. It was mine, earned through countless late nights, endless stress, and successfully steering 3 major accounts that pulled in over $12 million annually. That natural light, it made every grueling workday just a little more bearable. Lawrence settled into the chair across from my desk, radiating the casual confidence of someone who owned the building, which, technically, he did. "I wanted to talk to you about something," he began. My stomach dropped. I knew where this was going. He continued, "My son Brandon just graduated from business school, and he'll be joining our team next week. He's going to need an office, and frankly, this space would be perfect for him. Great view, plenty of room, really sets the right tone for a new executive." He gestured around my office like a real estate agent showing a property. "You understand how important first impressions are in this business. New executive." The words hung in the air like a bad smell. Brandon Fitzpatrick had zero experience in our industry. None. But apparently, a fancy degree and the right last name were all the qualifications he needed for an executive position straight out of the gate. Lawrence went on, his tone suggesting this was already a done deal. "I was thinking you could move down to one of the interior offices. Same square footage, just without the windows. We'll have facilities help you move your stuff this week." And that's when it happened. Something just clicked in my brain. 6 years of watching less qualified people get promoted because they played golf with the right crowd. 6 years of being volunteered for every difficult client because I actually delivered results. 6 years of watching this company's blatant nepotism play out while they preached about meritocracy. But instead of arguing, instead of showing even a hint of the frustration boiling inside me, I smiled. A warm, genuine smile. "Of course, Lawrence," I said, my voice sweet as pie. "I completely understand. Brandon should have a nice space to start his career." Lawrence looked almost surprised. He'd probably rehearsed a whole speech about being a team player. "Really? That's wonderful. I knew you'd understand. You've always been so flexible." "Absolutely," I agreed. "Actually, if it helps the transition, I can start working from home while Brandon gets settled. That way he can have the office immediately, and there's no awkward overlap with the move." The idea, already forming, crystallized into something beautiful as I spoke. "That's incredibly thoughtful," Lawrence said, standing up and extending his hand. "This is exactly the kind of team spirit that makes Harrington great." I shook his hand, keeping my pleasant expression firmly in place. "Happy to help." Minutes after Lawrence left, Ashley, my colleague and one of my closest friends at work, appeared in my doorway. Full story on channel link below. Click now to watch what happened next in the story.